Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for the new moon cycle in Taurus, and that is from May 6th through to June 5th. Now, we have a lot of planetary activity this month. We have 5 planets that are in retrograde motion, so this is kind of a bit of a limiting time for us all, kind of a time to review and to pull back from aggressive action moving forward, to review our plans, to revise our plans, to rethink things on a material, emotional, and spiritual level, so that as the planets move forward, each one individually, we learn that lesson and we can move forward with the power of those planets behind us. This month's new moon is in Taurus, so for you Libra, this is falling in your 8th house. It will be highlighting 8th house matters, which would be, this is the house of your intimacy, your sexual matters. This is the house of other people's resources, which would include any type of funding, loans, taxes, inheritances. This would be monies that you would be receiving from a partner as support. The 8th house also has to do with very deep and powerful transformation. So you may be going through, a very strong change in your life, in your spiritual life, or just in your life in general right now, and needing to stabilize things and have patience that the process is in process, and you just have to hold on until things get a little clearer for you as to what that change is that's happening in your life. Mercury is in retrograde motion, one of the 5 planets that are retrograde. So Mercury also always is the planet of miscommunications when it's retrograde, of limitations, of slowdowns. There can be confusion, there can be missed appointments, lost, losing your cell phone, your passport. There can be the need to, double check plans before you set out every day. So you also don't want to sign on the dotted line when Mercury is retrograde, because what's going to happen is when Mercury moves forward, you may get information that might have changed your decisions, okay? Or what you committed to may end up changing and may not be the thing that you actually committed to, okay? With Jupiter moving forward on May 9th, in the sign of Virgo, you are going to be receiving some type of blessing, okay, that's going to come out of nowhere for you. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of abundance and material and spiritual and emotional blessings and abundance. So, when Jupiter is going retrograde, it tests us in some way. With you moving forward, with Jupiter moving forward, you will find that whatever you were tested about, you will have earned when Jupiter moves forward, okay? And you will have earned that blessing and that expansion in your life. And Jupiter is moving forward on May 9th in your 12th house. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what the message is for Libra this month. As I said, you may be with the 8th house and the 12th house highlighted here. This may be about relationships, about, as I said, about sexual relationships, about your intimacy. You may be rethinking who you are connected to on that level. There may be the possibility of clandestine relationships, and you may be rethinking those, or you may be in a relationship that you're kind of keeping under wraps, but that you will be bringing out into the open when Jupiter moves forward. okay? Or that may come out into the open whether you like it or not, whether you want it to or not, when Jupiter moves forward, and come out in a very big way, okay? So make sure that whatever you're involved in is something that you don't mind the world to, you don't mind the world knowing. All right, so the message here for Libra, it starts with the King of Wands. In the past, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords crowning, the Lover's card at the base of the deck. All right, so we're talking about 8th house matters here. The Lovers is showing up. We have the Chariot. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles is also reversed. So we've got a lot of people here in this reading, and at the base of the deck we have the Ten of Wands. So let me just take a look here and see what the messages are here for Libra. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, well, initially I'm very drawn to this Lover's card. And, the Lover's card can represent a love situation. It can represent a relationship. It can also represent the need to make a decision, okay? So you may be making a decision about a relationship. You may be deciding about more than one person in your life, or who you're going to proceed with on a romantic level. I feel that, there are, as I said, a lot of people showing up here. So we have the King of Wands in the past. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Queen of Swords above the Lovers here. And we have the Queen of Cups reversed in the potential outcome. You are here very definitely represented by this Queen of Swords card. This is the air sign card. This would be your Libra card, okay? And with the Queen of Swords here, you are in a position of power this month, Libra, okay? Despite all of the slowdowns and the delays and the the restrictions that may be going on planetarily, you are really in a position to make decisions and to take decisive action. And you are wielding that sword, I feel, in your relationship area. In the recent past, or in the past, there is a King of Wands that's showing up. This could be a fire sign, which would be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Or, this could be someone either of the sun signs or of someone who has those, some of those signs prominent in their chart. The King of Wands is a very strong personality. The King of Wands is male or female. It is someone who is usually a business person, perhaps an entrepreneur, someone who may own their own company, someone who may be a boss, an employer, a CEO, a CFO. So this is someone who is likely very successful at what they do. As I said, they may own their own company. So this is someone in your life with whom you are connected. And next to that King of Wands, who is a very decisive person as well, okay? This king knows how to manage, knows how to lead, knows how to run a situation, whether it's a business or a company or a household. They know how to make things happen. They are the movers and shakers of the world. And so this is a strong personality to have in your life. The King of Wands is usually a very faithful partner, a very devoted partner, and again, this is a very positive energy in your midst right now. And as I said, this could be male or female. The connected to that King of Wands are the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So this could be someone in your life that you are connected to through work, or through some type of financial endeavor, some type of project that is making money, that has made you money, or you know, that shows a lot of promise. It could be the beginnings of a connection with this person. So you know, you may not be involved with them on a long-term, on a romantic level, but you may have worked with them for a long time, or you may have known them for years, and as I said, been involved in some type of project together that has been successful, or a partnership. So it could be a partnership, a business partnership, a career partnership that is evolving into something bigger and something greater, okay, than just that area. At the base of the deck here, we have the Ten of Wands. So there is some type of, you know, there's a lot of hard work that has been invested in this situation. It could be that you have been at this job or at this work for a long time, that you are someone who wields a lot of responsibility, who carries a lot of responsibility, and so you have over time built up a reputation. You've built up you know, you're known for your ability to carry responsibility and to be able to build something from the ground up and accept responsibility and know what to do with it. You may work very long, very hard. You may need to travel for this work that you're doing, or this project that you're involved in. And sometimes there is pressure. You know, you've been dealing with pressure on some level, but it looks like it is the kind where you work hard at something and you gain not only financially, but in the way that the world sees you, okay? You become an expert at your field of endeavor. You become someone who is well known, who is renowned to know their stuff, know what he or she's doing. So very possible that this, you know, as I said, is related to this King of Wands, another, you know, Wands energy here. And that you are being regarded by this King of Wands as someone extremely capable, extremely powerful, responsible, and, you know, who can handle things, who can really handle situations, people, and the pressure of working hard and making something a success. Now, did I say that the King of Wands is passionate? Well, he is a very passionate individual. Leads with his emotions, and attraction is a very powerful thing for him. So, you know, with this strong king and you showing up as this powerful queen, this is definitely the power couple combination, okay? And you are, you know, you are respected and you're admired, and you are found attractive, not just because of, you know, your allure, but because of your mind, all right, of your ability to think, to do things, to, you know, your critical powers, your ability to be objective about situations. You may not necessarily be a very emotional person because you are an air sign, but, you know, there is strength in that you're not one prone to lose your cool, okay? This is the cool queen, the Queen of Swords. So, you know, feeling very strong connection here between you and this king. You know, you're showing up on the same level here, connected by money and partnership. So now, crowning you is the Nine of Swords, and with all of this connection here, there is some concern on your part. You are worried about something. There is something that's keeping you up at night or stressing you. Maybe there are obstacles to connecting with this king. You know, the Two of Cups did not come up here. The Two of Wands came. And often when the Two of Wands is there, there may be, you know, bright new beginnings, but the progress of the relationship is halted or stunted on, you know, for some reason. You know, it may be your own emotional concerns, because I don't specifically see any obstacles here. So it may be you worrying about how this relationship is going to go, how you're going to handle it. Maybe, you know, with the Ten of Wands here, you have so much going on in your life, so many responsibilities, so much on your shoulders, that, you know, there's the concern of, how do I fit this relationship into my life? How do I make time for it? All right? Know that the Nine of Swords is it's an energy that is not necessarily based on actual facts. It is more of the worries in your mind, the concerns that you have, the stress that you are under, perhaps because of your life, it's just stressful, or, you know, the stressing of, you know, where do I go? What do I do with this king? What do I do with this relationship? How do I make it work? Okay? Now, really good energy here coming up in the next 2 weeks, because you have the Chariot and you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I can't avoid the fact that this may be another person in your life, this Knight of Pentacles. I feel that this energy, it can be male or female, but this is an earth sign energy. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn may be prominent in this person's chart. You may be trying to choose between two lovers. You may have two people in your life who are strongly attracted to you, who want to be in your life. One who is a powerful leader, loyal partner. One who is a very, you know, dutiful, very grounded energy that wants to serve you in some way. Okay? I mean, that's, you know, that's a lot of good love energy in your chart. So there's no lack of support around you. There's no lack of love around you. If this is not someone who you know right now, this is someone who may be coming into your life in the next 2 weeks. And this is someone who usually makes good money, works very hard. You know, it's a Knight energy, so they may just be starting out on their path. They may be, you know, they're not the mature. They're not coming up as the mature king here. They're coming up as a younger energy. So it could be a mature man who has a youthful, you know, a youthful way of acting, a youthful personality, or it could be someone younger than you. And this Knight is looking at you. You know, the Knight's looking at you. The King is looking in your direction, but the King's looking down. So there's something under the King's foot here, something that the King has to subdue. I feel that is important for him to get control over before he can actually give himself over to this relationship. This is just a message that's coming to me. The Knight, though, is, you know, trotting steadily in your path, and the Knight is kind of a slower energy. Nothing wrong with this person. They're very smart, they're very capable, but it may take them a little bit longer to decide on what they want, especially in heart matters, romantic matters. But they seem to be there with a very stable energy. They are stable. The king here is fiery. All right, so that's the energy around you. And, you know, how are you dealing with this? Well, in the next 2 weeks, you have the Chariot here, which means, you know, the Chariot is one of the most powerful success cards in the tarot. It talks about specifically balancing two opposing forces. So that's interesting. You have this fire sign energy, you have this earth sign energy, and it looks like you may be, you know, dealing with both people on some level. Now, it doesn't mean that you are necessarily physically involved with both of them, but it does mean that their energy is both strong in your chart, in your life right now, and you, you know, may be balancing both of these people in your life. Now you're going to do it successfully. This is what the Chariot says. You are holding the reins of your life right now. You are in control of the horses. You know, you have the two horses here, the yin and yang, and you are successfully moving towards something. Now, what are you moving towards? Well, you're moving towards something that you are hoping for. That's what the Chariot indicates. You may, as I said, be making a decision between one of these energies in your life within the next 2 weeks. That's what the Lover's card can indicate. Again, Two of Wands here as well. Choices, decisions. So you may be worrying about this decision. You may be worrying about who is the right person for you. Only you can answer that question. It seems to me that right now you're needing both of these energies in your life. Eventually, of course, you may have to make a decision. The weight of that may be weighing heavily on you with this Ten of Wands. Now, she may be coming up upside down because she loves both of these people. Okay? She may have strong emotional feelings towards the King and the Knight. And she may be trying to make a decision, and she doesn't know what decision to make, and so she's upside down. The emotional energy is blocked, or it's not flowing freely. You know, this Knight of Pentacles energy is, as I said, someone who is steady and faithful, and who may move a little slow to make decisions, but sometimes they move slow because they are creating foundations that they know they need to build brick by brick, okay, and they're starting out. This King of Wands energy is a king, someone mature, someone who is already successful, you know, someone who has this whole kingdom here, you know, is responsible for all of that, but perhaps he is responsible for a lot of things, and he, you know, he's looking down, and so I feel like he may have the weight of the world on his shoulder, and though he may love the Queen, though he may love you, there's something under his foot that he has to continually subdue. There is a beast in his life. What is that beast? Could it be another person in his life? Could it be you know, his professional life is really demanding for him? Could there be some type of deep and heavy responsibility that he has to continually control, that if he lifts his foot off of it, you know, it will run away and run out of control for him. So perhaps he does not have the time that this Queen needs to spend the amount of time, or there may be something holding him back, which is what this Two of Wands energy talks about, some type of obstacles, okay? So again, the Queen of Cups is coming up in the reversed, and that is for a reason. We have to figure out what that reason is. Now, only you know what is blocking this energy from flowing, or what decision you must make. Let's go ahead and just pull one more card on this Queen of Cups and see. I'm just going to pull a card off the top and see if we can get a little more information about what can help you as the Queen of Cups to make the decision that you need to make, or to turn things right side up, or release this blocked energy. So let's see what the... All right, well, we have the Devil here. That's very interesting. Because we are specifically talking about 8th house matters, very deep, emotional, powerful matters showing up in the 8th house, and the Devil rules that area of life, okay? Our physicality, our physical expression of love. So what am I getting from this card? Well, what I feel is that the Queen of Cups has to tap into what her passion is. Who is her passion? Who is she passionately connected to? This may be the decisive factor on who she decides to choose in this situation. You know, it may not be the perfect situation. Everything may not be exactly the way that she or that you want it to be, but what stirs your heartstrings? What stirs your passion? What takes your breath away here? That is, you know, the devil has a dark side. We know that. The devil has a light side, a spiritual side as well. I mean, I wouldn't say light because there's nothing lighthearted about the devil in any way, shape, or fashion. On the dark side, the devil can talk about addictions to whatever, sex, drugs, rock and roll, you know, food, gambling, whatever that might be that has a hold on you that is an unhealthy attraction. But on the spiritual side, and remember that, you know, the devil's a major arcana card. What is it? We all have a carnal side. We all have an earthy side, and that is as much part of our being as the higher spiritual part of us. So you may be being called by Jupiter and in your subconscious house, the 12th house, and all of these planets, this new moon in your 8th house. This is powerful, positive energy, all right? So in this aspect, I feel that this is the positive expression of the devil. What moves, transforms you, you know, the sexual side of life, the orgasm, it is a spiritual thing. So what is it in your life that stirs you deepest? And whatever that is, it is perhaps what you need to go with in this decision in your life, okay? All right, so Libra, thank you so much for your support, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate all of you and all of the wonderful feedback that I've received. If you would like a private reading, I would love to be able to do that for you. And, you know, that will give you a little bit more information, well, a lot more information about how the 5 planets in their retrograde motion are affecting you individually, your individual chart, okay? So you may want to do that. Thank you again, and as always, I wish you love and peace and joy in your life.